Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. Posey and Rizzo lead their clubs next on the show. Kyle Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, his whip is above league average. Been dependable, but does run into some trouble. So we'll see how he fares in this one.
Denard Span makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For San Francisco, center fielder, number 2.
And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball 1, and that's how things get underway here at Wrigley. EK, one-year-old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And he darn near started this thing off with a bang. Instead, it's a foul ball. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Grounded up the first baseline. And Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball. The throw into second. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double. So a costly mistake here leading off the inning. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
You know, guys, for me, this team does such a great job in 2-strike counts when they put the ball in play. They're in the bottom third in the league in strikeouts, so you know they're going to hit it. Continue to put the ball in play, and that'll give them an excellent chance to win.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And he falls behind 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, that hit extends his streak to lucky number 13 now. That's almost 2 full weeks where he's been swinging it.
Buster Posey will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
First offering on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That last 2-base hit was double number 33 for the year. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Brandon Belt will stand in, and it's 1-0.
And this is maybe not a pitch around situation, but you need to be real careful with a guy like this and 2 away.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
With the runner at third, 2 away, I think they're just being awfully careful right here.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Pretty gutsy pitch there. 2-0 changeup for a strike.
And the pitch on 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
A man on third with 2 down. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work at corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Bryant is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 1 left for San Francisco. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Madison Bumgarner gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, he's got close to 200 innings this year. Been very dependable, thrown deep into a lot of ball games. He's looking to do the same in this one.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
And this is low, ball 1. Eric Karros, this Giant ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon. Well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 353 sign on the ivy.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Jason Hayward will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And Pagan is there to put this one away, and that's your first out. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He really likes hitting here in front of the hometown crowd. I mean, his average at home is over 300, so I expect to see a very comfortable and confident hitter when he steps into the box in this one.
Bumgarner sets. Here comes the first pitch. Chris Bryant comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire. The book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
1-1.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
One and one, here it is. Oh, he gets around on the fastball here and drives it out to deep left center field. And this will get over the wall. It's gone, a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. 29 home runs for him on the year as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
This is a situation where you wonder how much of his concentration is on first base and how much of it is on home plate. Because if you're not 100% locked in on the guy at the plate, folks will make you pay at this level.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in as you take a look at that highlighted column on your screen. He's closing in on that home run title.
He's got a shot at that home run title this season, but he's only hit 1 home run in his last 10.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Look out, 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack 2-0 no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
Not me. Maybe once or twice.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
A swinging bunt to the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the San Francisco Giants. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we're going to have a real treat in this ball game. We get to watch a shortstop that won the Gold Glove last year. Unbelievable range and an absolute cannon for an arm. Can't wait to watch him make some great plays in this one.
Addison Russell will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
Well, he's been hitting over 400 in his last 10 games, but wow, that was a stinker yesterday.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit hard towards center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Here's Javier Baez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
So far here in this first inning, he hasn't shown a real good command for the strike zone just yet. And this hit by pitch here is just going to make things worse.
Number 5 steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Pagan. And that ends the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Brandon Crawford will get his first shot now. He, too, had 3 knocks in yesterday's win.
Well, yesterday he just kept things rolling. You know, he's had 8 RBIs in his last 10 games. I got to take that.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
He's probably not going to throw too many first-pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Hit out towards second. There's Baez. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth, second baseman.
So with one away, time for a check at the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. Joe Panik will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Sent on the ground out to second. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Connor Gillespie into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. In the air now out to left field. Number 5 is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. David Ross will stand in, and he was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
Bumgarner has his target. Here's the pitch. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Look out. 2-0 now. I'll tell you, he's already hit one guy. He is not afraid to work inside.
No, and as much as I hate to say it, pitchers have just as much right to the inside part of the plate as you do.
Outside and low, 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. And that's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
The pitcher, Kyle Hendricks, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Nobody out, runner on first. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Well, this is textbook baseball right here. He's got the lead already, and now he moves another man into scoring position, and that could hopefully give himself even more of a cushion to work with.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike one. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Now foul tip held onto by Posey, and this will go down as a strikeout. Nicely done behind the plate.
Well, this is kind of a tough trade-off here in that leadoff spot. For the most part, he's been a pretty productive hitter at the top of the lineup, but those strikeouts just keep mounting up. And I don't care if you have leadoff type speed. If you're not putting the ball in play, you're not getting on base.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike one.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
0-1 pitch on its way. Hit sharply toward the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. One left for the Cubs. After two, it's a 2-0 ball game. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. Leading off the inning, Angel Pagan, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now, that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away.
The pitcher, number 40, Madison Bumgarner.
Into the box, Madison Bumgarner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit hard to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Center fielder number 2, Denard Span.
Denard Span will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
2 out, nobody on. Drilled down the line. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
You see here from above, since he's left-handed, he's got the third baseman playing well off the line. I don't know if this is exactly where he intended to hit the baseball, but it works out for him.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Fowler. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Giants leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Chris Bryant digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bumgarner has his sign. Coming at him with the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, you know, anytime a guy takes you deep, you can bet that you're going to want to come right back and strike him out the next time up there. And here he does just that, and he does it on 3 pitches, too. Boy, that didn't take long.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. And Belt will just take this one over himself for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Addison Russell. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Here's Javier Baez.
Number 9, Javier Baez.
Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Smoked on the ground left side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cages, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
Number 5 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Already 40 pitches now here in the first few innings.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, he's going to have to start pitching to contact a little bit more, or else he may not make it 5 innings.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. Here it comes on 1-1. Tap foul at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And that misses 2-2.
And that curveball still hasn't shown up yet. It's normally a real good pitch for him, but it hasn't served him well at all so far.
A runner on first with 2 away. Too high. Ball 3. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now there are 2 ways you can go here as a pitching coach, so he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. Some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. Other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. You really got to read them the riot act.
David Ross stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd.
And some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
You know what? He's starting to skate on some thin ice here, and sooner or later, he's going to have to challenge him.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Smoke toward third. He'll go the short way to panic at second, and that ends the inning. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. 3 complete from Wrigley Field. It's 3-0 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Buster Posey, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Nope.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
On the ground up the middle. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next for the
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see the top 2 speeds there, a 4-mile-an-hour differential for the 2 starters from 94 down to 90. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Grounded to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 35, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
So 2 away for the Giants here in the 4th. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Giants down in order. Still down 3-0. Kyle Hendricks is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Pitcher, Kyle Hendricks.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And that's a good 0-2 pitch there. It's a little up, it's a little out, but it's close enough that a hitter's basically forced to go after it.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Span. 2 gone.
This has just been a rough day for this guy so far in this one. Everything they're hitting is hard, even if it's right at someone.
Jason Hayward will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips.
Well, 0 for 2, but he's taken some decent hacks. Could see a better result in this at-bat.
Bumgarner's ready. First pitch on the way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
You do not want to get the middle of this order up with guys on base. So this is the hitter he needs right here, right now.
Now a bunt attempt, but he missed it. Strike 1.
Yeah, not a bad idea. He waited a pitch there before showing bunt. Sometimes that might back that third baseman up a step or two if he sees you're not bunting at the first pitch.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Everything away here, and with pretty good reason.
Yeah, they'll say, left field, it's all yours. You want to beat us that way? Go ahead and do it.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Driven to right field and deep. Back goes Pence, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
And it's just the 4th inning here, but he's already given up more hits in this one than he did in his entire previous outing. Whatever he had going on last time out, it ain't happening here.
Kris Bryant will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
He's set. Here it comes. And this is taken outside for ball 1. For Hayward, he's able to increase his doubles total up to 26 now. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Now a curveball ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Here's Hayward taking the turn at third. The runner from second crosses the plate. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Back-to-back doubles here, and maybe more damaging, back-to-back 2-out doubles are going to get him a run. It looked like this inning was under control, but that's the kind of quick strike ability that these guys have.
And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Lifted in the air out to right. Pence over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. We played 4. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Joe Panik heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Looking a little off here to start the 5th.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Connor Gillespie is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Fowler on the run, but he won't get there. It falls in. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner at first had to wait and see if that ball was going to get caught or not. If there's 2 away, most likely he scores easily. Instead, they have to wind up holding him at third base. I got to tell you, if that were me standing on second base right now, I'd be saying, yo, where's my RBI?
Angel Pagan will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Well, now the skipper decides to bring the corners in here. Let's see if it pays off. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Drilled to the right side. Gregor Blanco will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7, Gregor Blanco.
Rips this one to first, and that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And they won't push things here as they'll hold the second runner at third, so they're loaded now with still nobody out.
And with all the runs these guys scored yesterday, you wondered if they were going to have any left over for today. Sure enough, it took them a while, but they're finally on the board here with the RBI single.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
You cannot let this situation get any worse. You got to be thinking strikeout or ground ball. Even if you allow 1 run to score in this inning, that would be a major victory.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The tag gets 1, but 1's all they get as the run scores. Hunter Pence will dig in. 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. And that misses inside 1-0.
Yeah, he keeps trying to force that curveball, and it's just not working for him right now.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Yeah, curveball, then changeup here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get this guy to pop something up.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in because you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. grounded back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Giants 2. Will Smith is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Stepping in, Addison Russell. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. Now some action out in the Giants' bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
That's just a great spot for the fastball against a hitter like this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything with it.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Pagan on the move. And this will wind up a foul ball. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
That's something a lot of men suffer from. Fear of commitment. He can't make up his mind whether to swing at this pitch or not. So he tries to hold up, but it's too late as this turns into an easy little liner over to third.
Here's Javier Baez. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Good pitch, and it's full now. 3-2.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Now batting, number 5.
Number 5 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Line softly toward the hole. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The catcher, number 3, David Ross.
David Ross will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. Long throw to the plate. And he's going to get in there at the plate to make it a 5-2 lead now.
Now batting,
Kyle Hendricks comes forward to swing the bat, but he may instead be asked to bunt. We'll see how they approach it here with one away.
Yeah, and it's not automatic, but the usual thought right here is to stay out of the double play and get those two guys into scoring position.
And he lays off there 1-0. Runners are at first and second with one away. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Buster Posey makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Gloved by Russell. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Brandon Belt will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. On the ground near home. That's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a breaking ball's bounced out towards second. Baez has it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
The amazing thing is that he's still yet to strike a guy out so far. But when you've got good movement on your off-speed stuff, you don't have to strike guys out to be successful.
Brandon Crawford will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. They know he'll chase it down there, so even if it didn't get the job done, it's a great pitch on 0-2.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Bullet back up the middle. Fowler is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail 5-2. Dexter Fowler will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
First pitch on its way. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with fastball.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. High in the air out to center field. Span is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 22, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And as we take a look there at the team leaderboard, you can see he ranks 3rd best on this Chicago ball club.
Well, he hasn't exactly been tearing the league apart, but he's making enough noise with the bat to be respected. Clearly, he's a large piece of this offense.
First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. And Span will haul this one away for route number 2.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Back goes Span, and this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo. Home run number 39 on the season for him, and the lead is now 7-2.
Kind of a gift in location, and this is the wrong guy to be giving gifts to. I mean, you see the location on show track, way too much of the plate there. You're not going to get away with that too many times. That's for sure.
Addison Russell will stand in now following the home run. And you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. One strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Joe Panik is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Hayward is there to put this one away, and it takes just one pitch to record the first out of the 7th.
And this isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or two. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Into the box now, Connor Gillespie. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Now batting.
And this is how you break out of a cold streak. This is his 2nd hit of the ball game, and this one goes for extra bases. And you can see that confidence is slowly starting to come back at the plate.
Standing in now, Angel Pagan, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
To short. Russell has it. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Up next for the Giants, pitcher
Jarrett Parker will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away.
Parker.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. In for a strike. It's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. On his way to pitch number 75. Oh no, that screaming comebacker nailed him. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Gotta hope he's okay on the mound.
And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Denard Span gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7. Here's the first pitch to him. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2.
You're running out of chances here. It's the 7th inning. You can't let this rally go to waste.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And you know, the catcher there was set up inside, yet that pitch was all the way on the other side of the plate.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Giants leave a couple. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Hunter Strickland will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7.
60, Hunter Strickland.
Now to the plate, Javier Baez. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. This crowd, likely in the 40,000 range. They've got to like what they've seen so far.
Oh, and it's been a complete performance. They need to find a way to bottle this up and keep it going.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
Into the box now, number 5. Swinging a shot back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Stepping in now, David Ross, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
And this is popped high in the air, back behind short. Crawford onto the grass. 2 down.
And he'll take a long exhale on his way back to the dugout. When he looks back on the tape of this, he'll realize that he needs to be a little more committed to his swing. He had no chance of that working out well for him.
Kyle Hendricks will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Kyle Schwarber will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Schwarber.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Well, that's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
Here's the 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
2 out with the man at first. Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Pagan. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Hunter Pence will start things out when we come back. It's the Cubs 7 and the Giants 2. Hector Rondon will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Number 56, Hector Rondon.
And there is Hunter Pence. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Maybe a leadoff base runner could get them going and give them a chance. They need to start making a move if they have any hope of getting back in this one.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Rondon's ready. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
And as we showed you a moment ago, this guy enters play with an ERA right around 2.5. So he's been a big part of this bullpen, and he gets the first guy he faces right here.
Buster Posey will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one, usually a major force in their offense.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Yeah, and plenty of hits here so far, but not a lot to show for it in the run column. Maybe this can help turn that around as they get a man on here with just one away.
Brandon Belt will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And he takes ball one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Right side, hit hard. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Let's train our show motion camera on that runner at first base. Here, he might have had a shot to get around to third, but you see him have to hold up to make sure the baseball doesn't hit him. And by the time he gets going again, he knows he'll have to hold on at second base.
Brandon Crawford stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Ready with the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, that's the second strikeout of the inning now, sandwiched around the 2 straight hits. He's definitely got swing and miss stuff, and this is a pretty good example of it right here.
Here's Joe Panik as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. And they will get the force at third, and that's that. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Cubs lead it 7-2. And there is Dexter Fowler. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
These guys have swung the bat extremely well in this one. They have to be careful, though, about getting comfortable. Still have to make every at-bat count.
From the stretch.
Nope.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, you can't hit what you can't see. These have been some really uncomfortable at-bats.
The 1-2 pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Well, let's take a look at this check swing here in show motion. From this speed, it almost always looks like the guy goes around. Here, well, it looked like a good call down there at third base. I think that bat did break the plane, and that is a strike. Here's Jason Hayward now.
as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant strides into the box now, launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. It's sharply toward third, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on top 7-2. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Connor Gillespie, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. C.J. Edwards. Well, come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the 9th.
Number 6, C.J. Edwards.
Striding in to start the 9th, Connor Gillespie, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Connor Gillespie.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, heading for second now. Throwing to second, and he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Well, he's right on the fastball here. You get a look. He gets that bat head out front and just rips this ball into the alley and right. Gets the inning started with a nice leadoff double.
In now, Angel Pagan. As he'll take a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Flipped out the other way towards short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Well, this is a perfect example why these guys are losing this game. You get the leadoff double. If this ground ball goes to the right side, it's a productive out, and you get the man to third. But he hits it to the left side. It's a complete waste of an at-bat.
Kelby Tomlinson will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away.
Kelby Tomlinson.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. That makes it a 7-3 ball game. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Pretty good swing that time, and even better hustle. He's able to pull into third with a triple. Don't look now. They trimmed that lead down to 4.
Denard Span will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Ripped on the ground to first. Rizzo is there, and the runner will be tagged out at the plate, so a costly decision there.
Well, he's trying to do what he can to get his guys a step closer to tying this thing, but that time he was a little too optimistic. They tag him out easily at home plate.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike one. A runner on first with two away. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have bounced back from consecutive losses to take Game 3 of the series as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 7-3. So long from Wrigleyville.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 7 runs.